How you doing, y'all? So today I'm gonna go over a few things I'm doing with the Civic. Uh, I sold my supercharger, got some transmission upgrades and plans, and an engine upgrade. So go over a little bit of that with you. So as you see, I've removed my Eaton 62. Plans are to go to the MR2300 from Merc Racing air to water intercooler setup. So that's going from 62cc to another 2300cc. um, and also upgrading the exhaust, the wastegate to from a 44 to a 60 millimeter, because I was getting boost creep. Plus, I'd like to play around with some of the exhaust angles to help velocity. Um, the only reason I really sold the supercharger was for support. About a year ago, I broke my snout, and it took about 6 months to get it rebuilt. Well, I knew shaft built for it, and I've had this car for 15 years with no real plans of selling it. So what would my support be in another 10 years? So trying to get something a little bit newer. Also going to upgrade my transmission to a PPG straight cut dog box style engagement, first and second, with Gear X third and fourth helical cut. Try and get rid of the whine, and I'll potentially do either a Gear X fifth or find a longer ratio fifth gear with a sixth gear cuff, just to get a little bit of extra transmission support. I also have this in the works. So did a K24A1 block, lots of oil squirters to get a little bit better main and rod oil pressure due to the low end, the boost I get at such low RPMs. Also did L19 head studs, boost line rods, Wiseco pistons, O-ringed it. I might send another block out to be CSS'd, potentially. All in all, I pretty much wanted to also go with a larger supercharger to get a higher CFM flow at a lower rotational speed so I can mitigate heat better, because it just doesn't have to work as hard. The 62 was maxed out plus maxed out just to make power. I'd like to be able to have lower rotor speeds, I guess you would say. Get a little bit more longevity with less heat. I might, and if this wastegate scenario doesn't play out as I hope, I might end up going with a sidewinder manifold to a T4, to get a larger AR, and also try and mitigate heat that way with a faster exhaust velocity, less restriction. And none of this is really to gain more or less horsepower. It's just not taxing everything all the time. I have street driven this car for the majority of its existence, and I would like to continue to do that. Get the flooring in. Unfortunately, you can't see it because it's full of car parts. But I'm waiting for also new valve springs retainers, competition series from, I believe, Fiera for valves. But I will not see them to the later part of this month. And Merc Racing told me it's usually 6 to 8 weeks for a supercharger. So the wait continues. I'll try and post more videos as I tear this thing down so we can see what twin charging did, if anything, internally to this engine, because the only thing that I've noticed is I had some water push into the reservoir, but I believe that was more heat related than, say, overpressurization of the cylinders or anything like that. I mean, I overheated it solidly. But y'all try and enjoy your days, and hopefully I'll be seeing y'all soon. Thank you.